Here is the second film review that I plan to do for this week, and it comes in lines of the movie that I decided I would check out for this time is called Project Power, starring Jamie Foxx as the main character. Now, there was a lot. Now, I was looking forward to watching this movie based on looking only at the trailer and seeing things that I was not expecting. But having watched it, I gotta say I gotta give it a lot of good ratings. I came watching that, starting out a bit frictional in terms of opposition, and ended up sticking around long enough to see the ending and say, damn, that good movie was good, or damn, that movie I was likable. Even if I wanted to find some ways to criticize it, for jurisdiction, I cannot. The way certain things have played out, they just wrap nicely along things that would have made me feel happy about. So kudos to you. That to me that means I have to give you a decent high rating from my perspective on viewers that I hope to interest and be able to recommend them stuff to watch and discuss and have fun with. So let's start. The premise of this movie starts with a little girl who is kind of like the main heroine, in comparison to Jamie Foxx, who plays the main character, on someone that is looking for a daughter that's been smuggled in some way. I couldn't follow perfectly what was going on, but I knew that his daughter had been somehow captured by a underground network that's distributing and drug dealing in something called uh, and something that has some form of surname alliance called power. So these power things are really interesting. They mechanically are products that when they eat it, they suggest high forms of mutations, you could say, or like a increase of change in their cell network to make them into to turn them into what you call to turn them into people with supernatural ability, but it does not know what they can get. It's also stated that the power can work against them. So if they eat it and they are not compatible, the what would happen is they would explode. It's just kind of like making a synopsis jokes. I just couldn't help it because of some of the recent Netflix releases. It has a similar premises of someone of characters that if they eat something, they get superpowers. But in the average, like if they eat something too much pills that give them suggestive forms, they will explode. No, I'm just messing around saying he wrote the trends there. He has a good strategy approach when he's making production value. He knows how to get seen and get people interested. Just messing around. So like so yeah, so on the premise of this movie, there are a lot of things that are kind of like Easter eggs that I thought were really good. So I'm just going to describe it in the way, in a way, what was good for me when I watched this. Here, I thought the movie was well developed in terms of its action scene, in terms of like introducing very strong character development and also strong characters. Namely, it would have been around Jamie Foxx and his co psycho partner, you could say, and also driving on elements of action scenes and hard maneuvers that are executed in front of you, uh, along with salty as certain memes. That's been an ongoing kind of joke thing for in different areas of people who would get an idea of what's inside my bubble. There's still enough to make me laugh, so I was just like, yeah, that was pretty good. What's the next thing for this? What's the next thing to stay on the words was that um, it's surprising I see Machine Gun Kelly in this movie, and his introduction is kind of interesting. As he is taking in orders, and then he confronts Jamie Foxx later on, and I don't know too much, right? But like if he had done a lot of those stunts himself, then I gotta say that's really impressive, you know. But I kind of felt a slight trap on watching the character onwards because of certain things, particularly when I was reading shorts, and I think the impression of like saying, well, uh, to finalize a certain thing, um, what is counted in terms of like depiction of claiming roles, what the purpose of the purpose of where I played a part was in lines of my own real life in considering to what was depicted in a fictional movie in a fictional movie setting. So all this is good and stand out in terms of like fictional characters going at it, but that doesn't affect our real life, which isn't the case for me. You know, it's like that is does not give that implication to say that this is why you this implication of a hero trying to play a villain is fair for them to say that they have won that drive. No, no, no. I'm still taking the repercussion in my real life for my circumstances. Okay, and okay. So like, move on. Uh, the next thing I wanted to talk about was um, uh, yeah. So I stress out how I like certain when characters say some very pronouns or something that resonates well with either the audience or the characters that they are interacting inside the film. One of my favorite lines, and yeah, it's still Jamie Foxx that was vocalizing this word was he's trying to work a system from his character's perspective, trying to work on a system, and so that he can claim it against him, but the system works against him no matter how much no matter how much he tried, and that he needed to take certain elements of risk to be able to have that work in his favor. I think that's why I wanted to push out. I'm trying to read this. What? Yeah, so it's basically the system are designed to work against you. So he makes an appreciation that it would be very hard to held and secure a position in that direction for a situation and circumstances. Uh, I also like the Easter egg as aspects and the lines also like kind of like over focus in this correctly from my direction. So the aspect was like I saw Carrie Coon in that movie, and he's famous for his strategies his strategies on YouTube, which comes in line with those things that I'm trying as well to keep up with relevant posting for my creative channel. So I gotta say that was pretty cool of him to be included in that way, and actually think that must. I hope that was fun for him in that way. But I don't know too much. I just kind of like saying things from my perspective and my own bias. uh, Putting that aside, there was a lot of things that were that made me that like the action scenes were good. The action scenes were really good, but and for me, the movie just got better and better as it progressed, in terms of like getting myself attached to it and like seeing things that normally are things that I like seeing, right? From all adversary introduction from villain characters, and their depictions in their fight scenes, and to to their is it conquest or defeat, something along those lines. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That was a cool movie. I just cannot. I wanted to hold reservation on some implication because I saw at the beginning, and I was like, well, okay. But like near the end, I was just like, no, that was well done. That was that was a really fun film to watch. Yeah, I'm just gonna talk about the rating. The rating for that film for me, I gave it a solid 9.5. That was the expression of my emotions at the time that I consumed the film and wants to do a review almost straight away, drafting a bit of few ideas. And well, honestly, it was a really fun movie to watch. I'm gonna say after taking this appreciation that since I'm going to ongo this was my creative medium project on my channel, uh, I'm going to have to elaborate a better rating system because of this. Because it's not, I cannot. There's no such thing as a movie that's gonna make me. I have to reserve my feeling of calling a movie that I think is perfect. This was good. This was really, really good, but I don't want to call it perfect. So updates will be going on onwards of like trying to give you a more wider range of appreciation in a structured manner to give movies more distinction to each other where I score them. So my 10 out of 10 rating is going to change. Anyways, this was the Rotten Orange. Putting the directions to say thank you for watching. Uh, I hope you enjoyed me giving out projecting feelings and emotions on biases that I have taken on preparing to watch a film and bring flesh out certain things. namely, it started out with memes, but otherwise there would be if I'm looking forward for a really good film that I'm going to check out, that's going to be some research to give you the extra layers to why I think this is something that you really want to enjoy watching and make an appreciation of the people who worked into it at the end of it. Thank you. Look out for see you guys next week, and don't forget the final day for the competition that I set out for you guys to like interact and get prizes is next week ending. Again, it's a free $20 to anybody that comments or likes, and ideally I want them to be around the area, or we might figure a way, but just make sure you if you like and comment. Um, that I can trace to you and be able to communicate you to give you your prize if you are the winner from what I'm trying to host. Thank you very much. Bye.
Hey everyone, thank you for putting the effort to watch the effort I placed on making something of an entertaining video. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said before, it's not forced, but like I really would appreciate any contribution and support you give to this channel, as it gives me more motivation and more incentive to enjoy more video creating and content creation. If you find that the content drifts away at any point, you can always unsubscribe. It's no big deal. Again, it doesn't mean much. It doesn't take much from you, but it means a whole bunch of me. And it would feel great if you would just reward my efforts of trying to be positive and contributionary. Thank you so much. Bye.